Alright, what's up guys? It's your boy Dane Visuals, and in today's video I'm going to teach you about dodge and burn. Now dodge and burn is a modern process in photography by which you brighten your highlights as well as darken your shadows. What this does is basically help to create contrast in your image, which adds depth and dynamic. Now the more contrast you have in the image, it tends to add interest, because we love images that have, dark shadows and bright highlights. Nothing over the board, but it adds subtle interest. Now when you do things like frequency separation, because you're blending in tones, you're also going to reduce contrast. So what you can do now is you can reintroduce contrast by using dodge and burn. Now I already did a previous tutorial about frequency separation. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll leave a link to it below. But if you already watched that tutorial, this is going to be like a part 2. So I have the same image right here in front of me with the frequency separation layer. All you have to do now if you want to do some dodge and burn is you're going to go to adjustments. If you're not seeing adjustments on your computer, you're going to click on Windows and then you're going to look for adjustments. Mine is already there. So you're going to go to adjustments, then you're going to click on curves. Once you click on curves, you're going to go ahead and to make this one easier for you, you're going to click on blend mode. It's going to be right above here, and you're going to change the blend mode to screen. Then you're going to also go back to adjustments. You're going to click on curve again, and then you're going to change that blend mode to multiply. Now, as you can see, this looks very weird right now, but what you're going to do is you're going to invert both those layers. So how you invert a layer is you go to I on Mac, and on Windows, I believe it's Control I and Command I again. So now that you've inverted both those layers, what that means is that you've created a layer mask that is now invisible. Notice that they're black because they're invisible. So all you have to do to reveal what you did to those layers is by painting on them with white. So now I'm going to go back to my brush tool and I'm going to put white on my brush. Now I have a white brush. I'm going to go to my flow, because whenever you're doing dodge and burn, you don't want it to be harsh. You're trying to add in subtle contrast. So you're going to turn down your brush to a very low. Personally, I like to keep my brush maybe like 20%. So I'm going to put my brush on 20%, right? So my brush is on 20%. I believe the first layer was our dodge, which is the bright parts. And our second layer was our burn, which is the dark parts. So as it implies, you're going to dodge the bright parts of your image and you're going to burn the dark parts. A big piece of advice I'd give you guys when you're doing a dodge and burn is to turn off your frequency separation layer. You want to look on the original image. Now, you already have your Wacom pen. If you're doing frequency separation or dodge and burn, I always advise for you to use a drawing tablet. You're going to go back to the layer. You're going to raise your brush. Always paint with big, soft brushes. I don't know if I mentioned that in the tutorial before, but you want a soft brush. Your brush should not have a hard edge. Hardness on 0. It's very important to use a soft brush because you're not trying to do anything harsh and rough. So now you're going to go to your burn layer. I guess it doesn't matter which one I start with. Yeah, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to add, oh no, I think pen pressure is on. 1 second guys. Alright guys, so big piece of information I was actually struggling just now. If you're using a Wacom or a graphics tablet and you notice that your pen pressure is not matching your brush, you want to go to brush settings over here. You want to go to shape dynamics, and then you want to turn off pen pressure, because what will happen is that it's gonna basically be as big as how much you hold down on the pen while you're on the graphics tablet. Sometimes that might be a little bit tricky. Some persons prefer that, but I personally like to just use the settings straight from Photoshop. So I don't want to have to press down harder to get like a bigger surface area. So now that I'm ready to paint now, I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna do a big stroke, because this is what you call global dodge and burn. So I'm just adding in some contrast. A big stroke here, a big stroke there, a big stroke here. So there's some contours right here, right there. Honestly, I might even turn it down a little bit when I'm finished, but just gonna go ahead. All right. Now I'm gonna go to my dodge layer. I'm gonna add a big stroke here. I'm gonna add another big stroke here, here, and right here. Now I think there's a little bit too much contrast, to be honest. What I'll do is I'll just group them by holding on Shift and clicking on both. Then I'll press Command G, and after I group them, I'm just gonna turn down the opacity a bit. Yeah, I just want to find a sweet spot with the opacity. So yeah, I like the contrast here. I'm also gonna turn on back my frequency separation layer. So now when I group everything into one and turn it on and off, you can see, like, you know, contrast has definitely been added to the image. Now this image is looking really nice so far. I didn't really touch her torso much because honestly I think the torso is fine. You can also dodge there. A lot of persons recommend dodging there as well because, you know, you want to dodge your entire image. You can even dodge your hair. I'm just giving you guys a basic example. Now, as a little added tidbit, guys, I'm going to show you how to get that nice. As you can see, we have a really nice image so far. The only thing that I would now do to this image is to brighten her eyes, you know, I'd enhance that catch light. I'd also whiten her teeth a bit, not a lot, just a little bit. I'm going to give you guys that in another tutorial because I think I showed you guys enough for this one. Alright guys, so this is how you do basic dodge and burn. I'm going to give you guys another tutorial which is going to teach you how to enhance your catch light in your subject's eyes as well as to brighten their teeth. But for now, this is basic dodge and burn. If you guys would like to know anything else related to dodge and burn, you can let me know in the comments. If you guys haven't seen my previous video on frequency separation, please go ahead and watch that video as well. Thank you guys for watching this video all the way to the end, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.